I remember watching Bob Cousy playing up and down the floor in the middle of an all-star game like it was a playoff game. Back then, those guys cared. That was a ball player. I remember up and down the floor passing the ball. You didn't need one hand when you could put two on the ball.
We have an all-star game tonight, and we're going to talk about it. And I know people are upset with Adam Silver. People are upset with the league. People are upset with whatever the hell that was that started out the night on Saturday, only to be saved by the Philadelphia Blue Coats 76ers as well. Philadelphia just keeps saving the night, doesn't it?
A slam dunk contest. I remember Larry Nance when he hit there with the 360. Now that's a dunker. All right, let me tell you, that is a dunker.
5 bets, 5 minutes. We're going to make 5 bets out of this thing. We don't even have the rosters in front of us, and we're going to do it. We're going to start the clock as soon as you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe, because I can't do anything before that. By the way, we also have everything over at DraftKings as well. Here we go. Start the clock. All right, we begin. Start off with an MVP bid. The All-Star game is about two things. It's about putting somebody on center stage, shining the lesser known, if you will, All-Star. That's why, like, Ja Morant had his moment. Like, you have those moments. You also have the say goodbye moment. We've seen that, right, with Kobe. We've seen that with Magic. We've seen different circumstances. We've seen that before. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is one of the most prolific scorers in this league. He gets up. I mean, it is insane how comfortable he is dropping 30 on anybody. This is not a stage too big or anything to that point. So I love going, at least right now, with the guy that I think is going to be sneaky here, a little sneaky in SGA. Let's keep it moving. Next play. We're going to come back to the MVP, but let's ladder up Gilgeous-Alexander and keep this theme here with 20-plus points at plus 250. So you can put a little sprinkle on him as a raw scorer to get to the MVP conversation in this. As a reserve as well, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. The books already have him slated at 20. So you get 20-plus at plus 250. We've given you that 22-1 shot for the MVP. So this is our mini Shai Gilgeous-Alexander ladder that I think works mainly under the premise that we've seen these all-star games in the past highlight a deserving, budding, rising star, and that's who SGA is here. Now let's go back to the MVP. I think if you wanted somebody who is, and I hate the odds next to a guy like Giannis and even in front of Ja Morant, but Donovan Mitchell at 10-1 is still okay here because, again, you're talking about somebody who it doesn't matter who's on the floor with him, who's going up with him. First off, we'll talk about the total in a second. It doesn't matter any of that. Donovan Mitchell can get you 30. Now, it's been a struggle in the regular season. We get that. Some of it is with the Cavs, the nature in which they play. He doesn't have to drop 45 a night like we've seen often in Utah before he was dealt. So it's a little different there, but that raw scorer still exists inside Donovan Mitchell. Nobody plucked that away from him. This isn't the invasion of the body snatchers. I remember that movie. It's none of that, right? It's Donovan Mitchell who can get you 30 in this game. And now all of a sudden, like Morant, we've seen in others in this conversation. And he is similar to SGA in that stature. All right, let's go back to player markets. All right, now, I'm not going to ladder up anything here specifically with Donovan Mitchell, although I do think 25 points at plus 180 is fine. If you wanted to look at, again, a guy who I believe the league would love to celebrate, it's someone like Tyrese Haliburton. 15 points. Now, I get it. Plus 450 is a little bit of a reach. These are all smaller wagers here. Normally our 5 and 5, we slam minus 110, plus 100, what we can find there. These are bigger bets. But Haliburton, there's going to be so much discussion about him facilitating. Well, he's a leader in assists, and look what he's one of the best NBA passers in the NBA in the league. Slow down here. I also think that you're going to get some points from him. Reserve, backup. We'll see what's going on with some other guys that he's playing with, Holiday, Haliburton. Nothing there is going to concern me. Last, save the best for last. Look, DraftKings is giving you up top a 25% profit boost on any bet for the market. Any bet. Do this. Take the over 325 and boost it. It will be plus money once you boost it. It's easy. It's simple. If you're on DraftKings, you already know what to do. If you're not on DK, just wait 30 seconds, and I'll tell you all about that. This game's going over. You don't need to know what team is on who. You don't need to know any of that. What you do need to know is that the league has been under fire the last couple of days or so. And as we wind down the final 10, 15 seconds here, I think both guys behind me are really set in getting out a solid product. And nobody wants to sit and see a 100-92 basketball game in the All-Star game. People want to see, can this thing get to 400 points? We're over the limit. That's your fifth bet. Like I said, boost that sucker. Absolutely boost that sucker, but definitely play it. This is the way to go here. All right. Now, let me tell you, I can turn $5 into $150. Easy. I told you about this, right? Now, what if you're not part of DraftKings? Man, I can't take advantage of that 25% thing. I'm not on DK. Don't worry. There's a link below. Click that link below. It's going to take you 90 seconds. Sign up on DraftKings. This is all part of the 90-second process. And put that $5 in. Immediately bet the 5 on the over. The over is going to hit. And now you're good. See? So you're good to go. $150 once the over hits, right back into your account. Here's our 5 and 5. SGA MVP bid. SGA 20+. Donovan Mitchell MVP as a plus 1,000. Tyrese Haliburton 15+ points. And the over, 325.5. All right? Appreciate you rolling with us as always. You know the deal here. Thumbs up. Subscribe. Hey, I know the NBA is right around the corner. Let me tell you about the Bet Pro tool just before we get out of here. You're going to get a week off free. That's it. Like this tool, you just sign up, you get a free week, and it tells you what to bet. We're pumping it out on the Discord, on Twitter, all the other things that you see here. I'm putting these out for you all on Twitter. Don't worry, you're getting them like a play or two, but you want the whole kit, caboodle, and everything else, get a free week. Free week. Sign up. I mean, simple shit, right? Even if you don't like it, you can bail after a week. You'll be making money in the first week.